Hey man, it's been a long time coming. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vloner6 and I'm back at y'all with another video. Now, as y'all can see by today's title, man, I got a big smile on my face. I'm excited because EA Sports has officially announced that UFC 5 is in the works. We won't get a full game review until September, so we still got like limited knowledge of what's gonna be coming out. But for now, man, I just want to give y'all a quick, wish list of what I would actually like to see from this game. I've been playing EA game and UFC since Undisputed 3, so I've been playing this game franchise for a very, very long time. And that game came back in 2009, and it was one of the first fighting games I picked up on. And I got really good at the game because the game mechanics back in UFC Undisputed 3 they were top tier, and I wish they continued to implement those into later games, but hey, that's just not how it works. But the first thing I would like to see from UFC 5, man, is proximity chat, where we can actually talk to our opponents while, fighting online. It gives the feel of us actually being in the octagon, because if you play another fighting game, let's say Mortal Kombat, you can actually talk to your opponent while you're fighting them, man. It gives this feel of more competitiveness to me. I don't trash talk a lot, but I know it would make content creation a lot easier, because so let's say if I'm going against a trash talker and I could talk back, I don't have to sit there, wait till after the fight if I get flash KO'd or get, KO'd by some cheesy stuff, and now I got a message, and that's all I could respond to, and that's all only way I can respond is through a message. I want to actually be able to talk while, comboing up, doing everything, mid-fight. It gives this real feel fighting, man. So I would love to see that implemented into the game. The next thing I would love to see implemented is the readaptation of the ground game / submissive system from UFC Undisputed 3. For those who actually play Undisputed 3, you know for a fact just how better that ground game system and mechanic system is compared to UFC 4. In Undisputed 3, if I had full stamina and the health advantage over my opponent and I rock them and I attempt for a submission, my opponent is going to have to work so hard and know what they're doing on the ground to get out of that submission. In UFC 4, even if I have the stamina advantage and I rock my opponent, dude, I'm not going to get the finish. They're going to have a chance to escape, because either they're going to panic and create a window, and even with the arm bars and the joint submissions, the deeper you go on this game with the joint submissions, the harder it is to finish that off. It's just hard to finish your opponent submissionally. And the biggest thing that I see a lot of people complaining about in UFC communities and on TikTok is, oh my god, why are you trying to wrestle? Bro, it's MMA. If you don't want to play an MMA game or do an MMA mode where it's ground game implemented, bro, go play stand and bang. The next thing, I'm about to pull this up here, I see a lot of people wanting to, hey, add the top 15, the current UFC. Bro, we don't need a lot of fighters implemented into this game because not a lot of people use them. This game added 5 new characters, and I guarantee you maybe only 1 out of the 5 will be used competitively. And even competitively, I doubt it. They just added Jack Della Maddalena. Dude, his stats in this game, trash. The only good fighter they added out of the 5 recently is Ilia Topuria, and I could put in some work with Ilia Topuria. But no one uses, even competitively, let's say you get to Division 20, these fighters won't be getting used. Let's go to the bantamweight that I got pulled up right here. Out of this bantamweight division, there is a select few of fighters that people will pick, and the #1 fighter people are going to pick out of this division is Sean O'Malley. I guarantee you. Next is maybe TJ Dillashaw or Henry Cejudo. After that, maybe you're going to see someone use Aljamain Sterling, but I highly doubt it. And then we dive into divisions like this. This is the most toxic division to be in online, guaranteed. Because what happens is, immediately someone's going to pick Volk. If you take a look at Volk's stats, 99 cardio, 94 chin, 96 recovery. And then you go punch stats is 97 punch speed. So in this game with the block meter, you sitting there throwing boom, 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 I'm gonna get through your guard if I got Volt. The only person that you're gonna really see combat this is Max Holloway, because with Max, even his cardio is 99. So he's gonna compete. Next, you have Conor McGregor. People say, oh, we got Yair. No one is using Yair in this game. If you're in the top 20, bro, he's so hard to use on this game. He's a hard character to use. And then lastly, you could try to get someone like Conor McGregor, but it's definitely going to be difficult. And then lastly, let's say if we go to the middleweight division, obviously Adesanya is a top pick. Pereira is a top pick. Whitaker, for some people, he's a top pick. For me personally, he's the only middleweight that I use. And then of course Anderson Silva. But after that, you don't get a lot of stuff from there. And the final thing that I want to see from this game for UFC 5, bro, is just a change in the striking. UFC 3 striking felt okay. For me, UFC 2 was personally my favorite because the head movement didn't drain my stamina completely. Because let's say in UFC 4, if I know my opponent is trying to throw something, I have to precisely weave, slip, and if I get caught, I'm rocked. Because it takes so much stamina to sit there and try to implement head movement. You can't just sit there and block on this game, because jab, jab, cross, if you got somebody like that, your block meters is getting taken away. In UFC 2, you could actually like try to telegraph your opponent's strikes. So if I know that they're throwing something, like a swipe their hand out the way, duck down, go to the body. Or I could lean and weave, almost similar to like a Fight Night Champion. That is something that I would love to see in this game, because like I said, with this UFC 4 system, no, it's terrible. And in addition to the ground game, when you're on the ground in this game, you have limited options of like, if your opponent is in top mount and you're on the bottom, and let's say you get knocked down to the ground and they have that health advantage over you and they're giving you the hooks, jab, jab, hook, hook. Of course, sometimes it registers to where if they're throwing the hook, you can kind of put this arm up by holding L1 and like whatever analog stick, bro. But sometimes it does not register. It doesn't register at all. Or you could try to like catch their arm and then you get back position. But literally, I've lost so many fights online knowing that I'm doing the movement correctly and putting the input in correctly, but it just doesn't register, and I get KO'd because my character is weaving his head because I'm trying to get it right. And when they hook you, if you weave your head, you're gonna get knocked out. So that's like the top 3 or 4 things I want to see re-implemented into this game. Better, like way better, man. The new addition of like a better ground system / mechanics, not worrying about like adding too many fighters because they're not gonna get used. Don't, like, you know what I'm saying, add all of these fighters into the game. No one is gonna use them. They're just gonna be taking up space. Better striking mechanics, and then just a revitalization of the entire like system overall. Put in a franchise mode, man, to where like you can make a fight card, fight online, make a better career, make a better story mode, something along these lines to where the fans actually want to play the game. Because I remember I used to play games like WWE, SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 had an excellent GM mode, man. It was literally perfect. After that, man, the game kind of dwindled down in the GM mode. Maybe like SVR 2011 was good, but I see a lot of these games, once they get the audience, they take away a lot of the features that a lot of people love. UFC 3 story mode was decent, but you could do a lot more with the story mode. Like with this game, you can make it a lot more appealing. And that's a lot of stuff that I really want to see from this game, because I know for a fact that it's not that hard to implement these changes. Like, got the budget, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, put the work in, because it'll make the game a lot more enjoyable. Because I guarantee you, not a lot of people like UFC 4. They just play it because it's one of the only MMA games that they could play. And like I said, a lot of people will be excited for this game, but a lot of people, including myself, want to see the game do good and thrive. But I'm gonna get some more content for y'all later on, man, once I have more news. That's just me rambling and me being on my soapbox about what I want to see from the game. But let me know what y'all want from the game. Let me know what y'all want to see implemented, and let me know how long y'all been actually playing this game for, like the UFC's franchise. Y'all let me know. I'm interested to see. But hey, until next time, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and until next time, I'm out. Peace.